Hey, here we are again. Model A was dark blue, as you can see. There's no more blue. Tried to show as best I could, spraying the tri-coat paint in the jams on it. Doesn't show up well on camera. It's quite a nice color, but you don't know that because it doesn't show up. So anyways, that's all done. We're gonna hang the doors on it today. I figured maybe I'd show you. I don't know, maybe you don't care. When I'm doing these videos, so watch a lot of YouTube myself, and mostly car stuff I watch. So I see, well, a lot of other people jump around too as they're doing stuff. They jump back and forth. And quite frankly, I think if you're building a car, and there's a whole lot of time involved in building said car, as some of these projects I have in here take hundreds of hours, hundreds. You don't want to watch the same thing all the time, back to back to back to back to back to back to back, because it gets boring, and let's look at something else for 5 minutes. So anyways, the reason that we're hitting this one every day is because there's not a ton of work to do on it. I'm not reliant on waiting on parts and stupid people who don't order the right parts, etc., or shitty parts that you get that, you know, just take them and throw them in the dumpster. So I'm able to hit this thing back to back to back and get it done for the fellow that owns it in a timely manner, because around here it's damn near Christmas, so I'm trying to get it done for him before Christmas, not as a Christmas present, just as to get it out of my face over the Christmas holidays, basically. So yeah, it's not taking a ton of work to get done. It was really clean. All I had to do was smooth out a few knuckles on it here and there. There was quite a bit of work to do up here. Every one of these cars, now I haven't done 1,000 of these cars, but I worked on a few. And for whatever reason, it seems like every one of these cars takes a punch right in the corners of the keister. You know, they're nice round now, but when they come in here, like they're squared off in the back from backing into stuff, because they don't got cameras and sensors and shit on the back like everything everybody drives now. So anyways, maybe I shouldn't be videoing this, because I'm gonna hang the doors in front of the camera, and I've taken the doors off, and I'll be putting the doors back on. They haven't been on and off 3 or 4 times. I haven't test fitted them. I don't have a team of producers and other dudes to come in here after hours and slide them on and off and on and off and on and off to make sure that when I turn the camera on, she's gonna be smooth like silk, because it might not be, it might be like pudding. Actually, pudding's pretty smooth, isn't it? Might be like oatmeal. So anyways, I have put a little bit of grease on the hinges, not very much. I used just like your generic wheel bearing grease, just to make sure to get a film in there, because the hinge is going to be hinging, because hinges hinge is what hinges do, they hinge. So in order to facilitate the hinging, I just put a little bit of grease on there. You don't want very much, because grease is like a glue. So when you're driving around, because some people drive stuff, like it's got a steering wheel in it and it's got shifters and somewhere you put gas in it and stuff. So he's going to be driving it, and when you do, the road dust and stuff that everything collects, you know, it just comes up even on the highways. It doesn't have to be on gravel roads. Grease acts like a glue, and once that dust floats over, it sticks right to it. And once it sticks right to it, then it kills the, so just very little, just to put a light little film on it. That should be good. A little bit in the holes where the pins are going to go through. I won't put any on the pins, because it'll squirt through there as you pound the pins. So anyways, real time, and this might be a mistake, I'm going to go pick up the back door. I might shit my pants picking it up because they're kind of heavy. And I'm going to put it on there. Oh, where's my smasher? I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to need a smasher to do some smashing. Just on the pins, just to smash the pins. So yeah, anyways, that's your prelude to what's fitting to happen. So I got the door over there. I'll be right back. Oh, jumping jihad. All right. Here's the door. Jesus. So I don't know if you can see these hinges here, but from my view here, I can't see shit. So I'm just hoping for the best here. And I'm going to stand right in front of the camera so you can't see nothing but my palatial features. So we'll probably start with the top one. Oh, that went in. The bottom one's going to take a little pull. Well, I think we might have, oh, son of a bitch. Give me a pin. Somebody. Doing stuff by yourself, you know, some people say it's, gosh, that's got to be rewarding. Finished product, and you did it, whatever. It ain't always that great. I mean, stuff's bitchy, you know? And I mean, right now, if I stick my tongue out the wrong way, this door's gonna fall off, and it's gonna wreck it, and damage it, and dent it, and then I'm trying to hang it by myself, it falls off and it gets damaged, then I gotta fix it by myself. I don't wanna do that. See how that's not going in? That's not what we want. I don't really know what needs to happen for it to go in. Maybe if I close it. See, if I had producers and editors and stuff, this would be where they hit pause and edit it and, you know, whatever, so you don't kind of see the trials and tribulations. That's how you hang a door on the 30 Ford Model A. Door opens. Door closes. Door opens. Door closes. Nice, eh? As I mentioned before, doing it with the pins, I mean, there's only so much adjustment. You can kind of see here that gap, if we were building a hot rod and somebody was paying a whole lot of money, you'd want that gap a little more, is congruent? No. Nicer. You'd want it nicer. But we're not worried about nicer with this because we're just changing the color for the old fella to make it a color that he likes instead of the blue. So he's not worried about taking this. It's not going to SEMA. He's not worried about any of that kind of stuff with this thing. So that's what we're doing. So I wasn't sure if I was going to show you me putting the front door on or not, but that actually didn't go too bad. So I might even just leave the camera going to do the front door here. Might be a mistake, I don't know. Make sure everybody's prepared for the worst. Maybe I'll put the pins on the Okay. Are you ready? I'm not. Cock and balls, these things are heavy. You wouldn't think so for being so small, but the majority of the inside of this door is wood. There's a big wood frame around here, wood frame there, and it ain't balsa wood. It's good, heavy, dense wood. Now I'm not sure what's my my game plan that I don't have, so I guess I'm going to just jump in here and hope for the best. Here we go. Maybe I'll go the bottom one. No. Top. Oh, middle. Up and up. Holy jumping. That's the noise of nothing happening. Start with the middle, maybe. Eh? Everyone's got to have a middle, man. Because when you're doing something, and you can't always do it, quite often you can. If you get something loosely pinned and your latches and everything are still set, if you close it, it will at least put the one side of the door where it began, right? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Closed. So now, we should be really close here. Oh, look at that. Just like a hot dog in a bun or something. Actually, that's not bad, hot dog in a bun. I just made that up. Hot dog in a bun. Oh. Hey, see what I'm saying? There it is. There's a pair of doors. Hung and sprung. So the only other thing I got to do now as far as these goes is I still don't know what they're called, some kind of a limiter on the inside. Don't do that. Some kind of a limiter on the inside, and it keeps the doors from swinging all the way back. People don't know, I guess, I never thought about this with these cars, because these cars were all made in this aspect of the way the doors are situated on it. So what this is called is suicide doors. That's what they call them now. And the reason they call them suicide doors is the people in the back seat, if something happens, I don't know, you hit the dealio on the inside, or the door, I don't know how the door would rattle open, but the door would swing wide open like that, and these cars doing their top speed of, 35 miles an hour, that wind going by that vacuum, it'll just suck you right out that door, and then there's your suicide doors. Suicide doors. The front one opens like this here, and the back one opens like that. Suicide doors. Anyways, that's where that phrase comes from. Comes from these cars. They didn't do it to do nothing fancy. Nowadays, that's a fancy deal to put suicide doors on something. But yeah, back then, that's just the way they did it. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's just the way they did it. So there it is, done. Yeah, that's it. That went better than I thought, really. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought maybe there might be some compromising moments happen here, but actually done pretty good. So I just got to do the other side, and then we will have doors on it, and I will start sanding primer, in which that there will be no point in anybody seeing me sand primer, because it's bullshit, and nobody wants to watch that much bullshit. Actually, it's not that big a car, so it won't be bad. I've done cars, I mean, you spend days and weeks sanding primer and sweeping and sanding primer and sweeping, and that's not what I'm talking about. It is what I'm talking about, that's not what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm not talking about. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end for this one. I'll put the other doors on, you don't need to watch that, because you can't see me on that side anyways, and I mean, you don't need to hear me farting no more trying to pick these doors up. Twice is enough for one video. So yeah, I guess that's it. I guess, I don't know, I'll just leave you with something. Just always remember, and don't ever forget. Oh, where's my, I'm gonna want to pause this after this, because I got a thing with the remote to run the dealio on the hoo-ha. So anyways, please always remember, and don't ever forget, not every pee-pee time is poo-poo time, but every poo-poo time is pee-pee time.